Yep, you heard me right. I am mostly switching to To Lazer. I'm still going to be playing on stable here and there, like if I want to somehow for some reason farm, but mostly I am switching to To Lazer, and there is a few reasons for this, and in today's video I will just be going over those reasons. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I'm going to start off with some strengths of To Lazer here, and there are quite a lot. The main one being obviously the rate changing is going to be ranked soon, and rate changing is really intuitive. It works really well in the game. The pitch change is amazing and I love it, and it's just way better to be able to actually apply a rate other than DT without having to use Osu Trainer. You know, going out of the game, getting the map to re-import and all of that is just not fun. So having rate changing built into the game is obviously really big for To Lazer, and that is a lot of people's main strength about the game. And also the game has lots of quality of life features, such as like when you rate change something, you'll hear it pitch up, and when you back into certain menus, you'll hear the song drown out in the background and just stuff like that, and nice little click sounds and stuff like that. And when you type and backspace the text, it does a cool little animation and stuff like that. Just makes the game feel way better to navigate through. I'm not going to show all of this because I had way too much fun doing this. But yeah, this is actually really cool. It's just nice seeing so many little features like this, because we don't really have much like this in Osu stable. So having stuff like this in Lazer just makes the game feel a little bit more unique, you know, it makes it pop a little bit more.
Your advice and did the opposite. Just being young and stupid.
Okay, that sounded stupid. Another big strength that a lot of people probably don't think about too much is the really easy access to the website in the game, and also the chat and downloading beat maps. This feature is going to be one of those things where you use it all of the time without realizing how much time it actually saves you, because otherwise you have to come all the way out of the game, you have to search things up. But having the website in the game just makes that experience so much quicker, so much more immersive, and it's just amazing. Another big thing I like about Lazer is obviously the axe system is completely different now. It's a bit more like Score v2 where perfects aren't a full 100% accuracy. And of course there's the really controversial change where sliders in every single mode will now have an extra accuracy judgment, and especially in standard this has seen a lot of backlash with people saying that they've played the game a certain way for so many years and now it's changing. But honestly, it's not even that big of a change, and you should literally just get better. Like, come on man, it's not even a crazy change, especially for Mania. I haven't even really noticed it. My accuracy's dropped by like 1% on a lot of scores, but that just gives me more motivation to do better, to get better accuracy. So I don't see the problem here. I think it's just a win-win, because it's pushing forward to have a rhythm game that actually plays like a rhythm game. And I like this mainly because it pushes the skill wall a lot more, and you know, it teaches you to be a little better. And this is something that's helped me improve a lot recently on To Lazer, and everyone loves improvement, so this is a good feature in my books. And for the mapping side of it, from what I've seen, and I know I can't really speak for much experience, at least for standard for sure, but from what I've seen, it doesn't seem to have a ginormous impact on mapping. You can still cheese sliders and stuff in standard, you just have slightly lower axe. So I don't get why so many people are reacting so strongly with, you know, people even quitting the game, because you can always just stick to stable or put on the classic mod either way. Peppy has purposely created things like the classic mod to try and appease these people, and yet they're still mad. So, you know, this is kind of proving that you can't please everyone, even if there isn't even really a problem with this in my opinion. And one of the final things I really like about Lazer is actually the fact that Percy's slightly different. It is actually slightly longer, and I never thought I would like that, but honestly having the slightly longer Percy has actually been really fun, because I'm seeing a lot more LN, and I love LN, and it's also made me act a lot better, and it's just been a little bit of a change that I've actually enjoyed. My Percy is still, you know, definitely Percy, but it's a little less strong now in Lazer, and I think that's something I've been enjoying. And the final thing is just for future proofing and the fact that the game is pretty fun. Obviously in the future, probably like 10 years from now, To Lazer will be the main thing. That is it. Like stable will still be supported, but everything new's coming out on Lazer. So I thought, you know what, let's just jump on the ship right now while it's going. And again, I've been enjoying To Lazer. So personally, I don't see many reasons to not switch, but let's still talk about those reasons because there is a couple big problems with To Lazer. And now, of course, the biggest problem with To Lazer is the fact that, at least for me, it has been very laggy. I will admit, I'm trying to defend it as much as I can because I do like it, but you can't defend the fact that To Lazer runs like shit. It just does not want to run. I have a mid to high end PC. I would say nowadays it's mid-range and it's meant to run best on mid to high end range. But To Lazer has like a couple hundred FPS, which is cool, but it stutters so badly. I go onto OSU stable, I play it smooth, then I go to Lazer and I can see the latency, I can feel it. It's like the scroll speed on Mania just doesn't work right. It's stuttery. Sometimes it just completely freezes like this. What the fuck was that? Nah, you guys saw that, right? Which is, of course, completely unacceptable in a rhythm game like this because that will immediately make you break. And imagine getting that in a tournament setting. Imagine how detrimental that could be. It's just not acceptable to have things like that. And because of this, it is a bit of a drama trying to use To Lazer sometimes. But if we can get some of these issues out of the way, despite Peppy saying a million times he's optimized it this and that way, there's still that more optimization that clearly needs to be done because there is still a lot of problems with the stability. As for the game's systems, such as the HP system, I think the HP system is alright at the moment, but it needs a little bit of work. I know only a few months ago the Lazer HP system was insanely bad. It was almost like you're playing with no fail because you could just survive anything in every mode. I swear to God. OSU standard, bro, you miss an entire 30-note jump section, yeah, you'll lose a little drop. Like, it was crazy. And right now you're actually watching a replay that was made using this older HP system, and here you can see I literally die for like a solid 5 seconds straight, and now because of the updated OSU standard HP algorithm, it actually makes a bit more sense. And I believe, to be fair, the OSU standard HP system now is actually pretty good because it's a little bit stricter now, and of course it does need to be stricter because the note lock is almost completely eradicated, which is awesome to see. So I think this is a good HP system at the moment, but the one for Mania definitely needs some work because it's still a bit more lenient like OSU standards HP system used to be, and obviously that's not good because you can literally tap like 3 patterns and just mash and keep surviving. So if we can get a new HP algorithm for Mania 2, I think that would be awesome, and that would be one of the bigger problems sorted out. Another personal problem I have with Lazer is to do with the score multipliers for rate changing and DT in general. For stable, obviously there is now a 1 million score cap, and if you rate change to different rates, you get different score multipliers to affect the different rate. And this is great in my opinion. I think it makes a lot of sense in stable. A lot of people have been, saying how it's going to ruin leaderboards, but I mean, it's a completely different game moving forward. We're going to have to change up some leaderboards and stuff like that. So I'm fine with that. But the problem I have is the fact that this is just not in Mania. And when I was watching the OSU updates video, they just go, yeah, you know what, Mania players don't seem to want this.
Then Mania players, to be honest, I don't really get this one, but Mania players, I guess, don't think double time should have...
What do you mean?
So
we do. And I'm just sat there screaming, please bro, we need it, I want it, because it makes sense. Mania has always had a score cap of 1 million. Stable now has the same in Lazer, so why not give us the same score multipliers for rate changing? For me, it just makes sense to do that because I'll have like a 1.3x score that will be really good, but it won't snipe a 1.2x score because they have the same multiplier, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So we need a score multiplier for it to make sense. So overall, I would understand if you didn't want to move to Lazer, but I don't see any reason to just hate on Lazer constantly and just say, oh, it's bad, don't like it. Like, don't feel pressured into moving to Lazer. Do what you want. If you like Lazer, try it out. If you don't, then it's fine. That's why Peppy has made it so you can keep playing stable, because he actually does care. And I feel like a lot of people take OSU for granted. I mean, the game is literally free We don't have ads. He literally only takes like supporter donations and stuff like that. Like we are quite spoiled. So Lazer certainly has its advantages and its disadvantages, but it can change in the future. Obviously, Peppy is still working on the game, so stay tuned for it and don't forget about Lazer because it's definitely here to stay. Try it out sometime and you might like it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed my video. Go check out my other videos and consider subscribing, as it will make me feel good. I'll see you all in the next video.